Hello everyone, good afternoon. So for next 30 to 40 minutes or next 1 hour, I'll try to make sure your time is worth it. I'll try to provide the value for the time you're spending on a weekend. You can do a lot of things on a weekend with your family, but you came here in a short notice. That shows that you're looking for something big in the life. So let me quickly explain you what is the approach, what are the different strategies we can use, and why we need to do all those things. So first of all, right, we all know, right, whether you are making 70K per annum, 100K per annum, 200K per annum, everyone is looking for more. Everyone want to give best life to their kids, to their family. They want to fire their boss. They want to retire early. They want to travel across US, across the globe to different countries, Europe. You want to go to Switzerland. You want to have a lot of vacations with your family. You want to have a nice time with your family instead of right working until 65, 70, and then retire. Then you cannot even enjoy, right? Even though you may have money, but you won't have patience, you won't have health supporting you to travel. Everybody is looking for that quality of life, for a better health. So everyone is looking to create some side hustles, create some second way to generate income, or create a backup plan for their IT jobs or whatever job they are doing. So for everyone, there can be different reasons. You may want to support your parents who are in India. You may want to support your siblings. There can be 100 reasons. Everyone is looking to create some second income or to create some additional income. We can do it in so many different ways, right? You can buy some properties, you can rent them out, you can do open restaurants, grocery stores, jewelry stores, you can invest into some long-term stocks, you can do freelancing jobs, you can do second project, third project. But again, all of these are not, one is you need huge investment. Second is it takes a lot of time for your return of investment, or it needs a lot of your time. You won't be able to spend time with your family. If you're doing right, getting one job itself is getting difficult. Today you might be working on two projects, but you cannot continue that for longer time. And so that is difficult. That will impact your health, that will impact your family lifetime, all those things. So there are different approaches which I will explain today, which can help you, right, to create that second income or to create that additional income. So you don't need to worry about jobs. You don't need to worry about all these issues, inflation, increasing costs. So basically, right, we have something called as prop firm accounts. These prop firm or proprietary firms, they will help you to fund for the trading. So instead of using your own money to trade in this volatile market, you can use the prop firms and you can create a second income. So generally there will be three stages in the prop firms. Stage one is called as an evaluation stage or a testing phase, right? Directly they don't want to give you 50,000, 100,000 and ask you to trade, right? It is not like you can go and tell them I have 10 years of experience, but whether you have 1 year experience, 10 years, 20 years, whatever it is, they want you to first complete something called as an evaluation, right? That is where you pay some minimum amount like maybe $30, $40 or $100 based on the company. Some companies charge very less, some companies charge more based on the benefits or based on how quick you can receive the payouts. There are a lot of reasons for those things. So for example, right, let us take on average, you pay some $30 and you get an evaluation account. And you can, if you can prove them that you can make certain target, right? For example, let us say you are getting a 50,000 account. That means you need to make 53,000 without losing $2,000. Then you will go to the stage two. I hope you got it right. Stage one is an evaluation phase where you buy an account. You can buy whatever account size you want. You can buy 50,000 account, you can buy 100,000, you can buy 150K, you can buy. Generally, we suggest new members to start with 150K because even if you make some mistakes, it won't hit the stop loss. You can hold the accounts for longer duration because market is so volatile, suddenly moving up and down. If you take a small account, you have only $2,000 stop loss. Suddenly one big move, suddenly some news, suddenly it will go down $2,000. So that's why generally we suggest our members to start with 150K. So you have more cushion, more buffer. Even suddenly we make some mistakes or suddenly if there is some news or something. So once you complete stage one, then you have then they will give you stage two. So stage one is where they are completely giving a 100% paper account where you don't make any money, they don't make any money, right? That stage is only to prove that you can take the trades, you can make the money. So your investment is minimal here, right? You are paying some maybe 30, 40, 50 or 100, 150, something within hundreds, right? Less than $100 or less than $200. Your investment, your risk is minimal. So to right, if it works out, you can be you can make huge. If it doesn't, minimum you know that, right? You will learn some strategies, you will understand certain things, you will understand about how Ninja Trader works, how trading view works. There will be different advantages. But if you can practice, if you can understand, if you take time to learn, there are many members who are making 5,000, $10,000 a day, right? I'll show you a lot of examples. But basically, right, that stage one, once stage one is done, stage two is where it is called as a simulated funded account or a pro account or a performance account, where it is also still not a real account, but the companies want to test you for few more days. Because, for example, in stage one, there might be some event. We may predict that price will go up. Suddenly, price goes up. Within one day, you will complete the evaluation. So, by one day performance, they cannot give you a real 50,000, $100,000 account to you. So that's what they do is in stage two also they will give a simulated account, simulated funded account. But for you, even though it is a paper account, for you you can make money. The company is taking a risk of paying you so that they want to test you for some more days, but they cannot keep on testing for 2 months, 3 months, right? You won't just keep trading for 2, 3 months without making any money. So that's where in stage two they will pay you as if it is a real account. They will pay you, but for them they won't make any benefit. In stage two also, let us say you are making some consistent gains, you are using some strategy, you are not trading with emotions, you are trading with a proper approach, proper plan, and then let us say you are making some nice gains for 2 months, 3 months, then they will take you to the stage three, which is a live account, which is a real money account where they make money, you make money, they will copy your trades into bigger accounts. So that is how this entire prop firm thing will work. If you fail in stage one, the companies will make money because you are paying them $30, $40. If hundreds, thousands of members are making 30, $40, the prop firms, because it is like an insurance company, right? If all of us are paying some car insurance, term insurance, if nothing happens to us, if we are not taking the advantage of insurance, that is a benefit to the insurance company. In the same way, if a lot of traders buy these accounts, but they don't trade with the proper strategy, that is an advantage. So they make money if you fail. Or let us say you are doing well, you are doing good, then you go to stage two, you go to stage three, then they can copy your trades into much bigger accounts, so they can make money. So whether you fail, they make money, whether you pass, they make money. In both the ways, they will be successful. So that is how these prop firms, right? There are 30, 40 different prop firms in US, but there are some 10, some major prop firms which are good with payouts. They do consistent payouts, or they are good with customer service. They are good with. So that's where, right? And another advantage with prop firms is the same trade you can take in multiple accounts, because all these companies are asking to trade in futures. And all these companies are nearly 90% of the tickers are similar. They ask you to trade in S&P 500, which is ES, or in US 100, on the right, 100 tech stocks, top tech stocks, which is NQ, NASDAQ. Or they ask you to trade in gold, they ask you to trade silver, they ask you to trade copper, they ask you to trade crude oil. So all these companies are asking you to do the same thing. So you are doing the same work, but you can get paid by Take Profit Trader, you can get paid by Tradify, you can get paid by Bullnox. For the same work, you can get paid because there are some copy softwares like Replicanto, which will help you. Even though you are just clicking on one button, all these other companies will, you can copy the same to, you can send the same trade to take profit trader. That means you are completing evaluation with TPT, you are completing evaluation with JD5, you are completing with Bullnox, and then you are going to stage two, and then you are getting paid by all these companies. That is the major advantage, right? The first advantage is you are not risking your own money. You don't need to have 25,000, 50,000, 100,000 to do the trading. Second advantage is not only not utilizing your money, the scalability is the most important advantage. The same trade you can copy it to, right? Again, one company will give you 5, 10 accounts also, right? It is not that they will give you only one account. If you pay $30, they will give you one. If you pay $100, they will give you, right, 3 or 4 accounts. If you pay $150, you get 5 accounts. Like that, you within the same company you can do the replication. Not only that, between different companies also you can do the replication. That is the major advantage. So again, there is an approach where there will be every week there will be 2 or 3 events, right? Like you have CPI reports, right, where they report what is the inflation. We have PPI reports, we have FOMC reports, we have ADP reports, we have non payroll form reports, like that every week. Generally at 7:30 a.m. CST, on most of Wednesdays, Thursdays, we have some reports. So what we are doing is based on our indicators, based on the analysis, market predictions, we are looking and right, trying to complete, right, last 13, 14 events, whatever we predicted, everything moved as expected. So to complete your stage one, you can use one of these events. Within one day, you can complete, or within 2 days, you can complete your stage one. So stage two is where you can make real money. But to complete the stage one, these events will help you, because within 5 seconds, within 10 seconds, you can, right? We enter a trade. If we predict the market will go up, we take a long trade. If we think market will go down based on our indicators or based on different reasons, then I do live sessions in the morning time whenever we have these major events. Then we all get together, all the members, all the premium members, and we take the trades. So you can see, right, on April 10th, we took for CPI. Hundreds of members completed stage one to stage two. Some members also made money in stage two. And then again on 11th Friday we took for PPA reports. So like that, you have all the videos, right? It is not that I'm just sharing some screenshots here. You have all the live session recordings for CPA, PPA, FOMC. For every event, we get onto the live session, we record it, we also upload it so that members who missed it can watch and understand why we are taking the trade, how to take the trade, how to enter those positions, right? All those steps. So you all also can go and watch those. So you can see hundreds of members completing those accounts, moving from stage one to stage two, right? And a lot of people making $10,000 a day and moving to Pro Plus accounts, and a lot of homemakers without any trading knowledge going and making their first payouts from Take Profit Trader. Uh, so again, I'm not saying it is very easy, but it is also not impossible. There's a lot of members who doesn't have any trading knowledge, who doesn't know anything about futures, are able to make it. So it needs it needs some practice. It needs some following a process. It needs some patience. If you have all those things, then yeah, there is a huge potential here. So again, there are hundreds of stories and hundreds of people making payouts, regular payouts, completing evaluation to stage one to stage two. So we have all the success story sessions, and lot of members, how they were initially blowing their accounts, how they are able to consistently make profits now. There are a lot of videos. Some members are not able to do it because of their visa situation or because of some other different reasons they don't want to get into, right? Because people feel jealous, and something can happen. So, but yeah, there are many people who came forward and shared their stories. I already explained what are these prop firms. Basically, they are just like they want to, just like an IT consulting company. Instead of a person just to do going and doing a job, he is opening and hiring some people, helping them to get the jobs. And if each of them works, he makes 20%, 20%. from each of them. If you have five people, he got his 100%. If he got 10 people, he got 200%. In the same way, these companies, right, hiring the traders, when traders trade, right, for example, take profit trader, they take 20%, they give you 80%, whatever profits you make. So if they hire 10 traders, they got their 200%. If they hire 20 traders, they got 400% because they are making 20% from every trade or every profit you make. So they are giving you money and then they are taking 20%, giving 80% in the profits you make. So again, for these things, what you need to do, first step is you have to go to TradingView because that is the chatting platform where we have all our software. You have to go to TradingView and you can create a free 1 month plan. When you click on the link, you will get a free 1 month plan, and then you can basically you can open your accounts. Second step is right. You have essential premium plans like that. You can do whichever, right. We suggest essentially is good enough, but if you are not worried about $10-20, then getting a premium plan is much better. Then step two, basically I'll be explaining some different softwares we developed, which will help you for day trading, scalping, swing trading. I'll explain how to use them for your stocks, for your futures, for prop firm trading, for your individual account trading, how to use them. I'll explain those things. But if you want to use our softwares to complete your evaluations or to complete to get the payouts on PA accounts, all those things, you can subscribe to our indicators. You can start with 3 indicator or 5 indicator plans, and then you can join, right? It is not only just for the indicators. You join these live sessions, right? People take months together to complete evaluation. Whereas with us, right, you join an event session, within few seconds you complete it. That means instead of spending thousands of dollars paying for those prop firms for months together, you get some accounts and you join the event session, you complete within 10 seconds, 15 seconds. We have setup sessions every day. Even though Replicanto and all these prop firms are third party tools, we help you to integrate all those things, how to use them, all that information. We share about what events are coming up, what can happen, all those things, and then what is the major news happening, what is right, what Trump is announcing, what tariffs can do, all such type. And then we have these sessions where members support or help each other success. They share their success stories, they share the tips, right, all these things every day, morning live sessions, evening live sessions, and then referral bonus. So no competitor, nobody in the market will do all these things. You may get some indicators or you may get some alerts, but nobody will help you end to end from the setup until helping you to make the payouts and helping you to how to scale up as much as possible. Nobody will do every step by step, right? We have even on weekends also we have sessions, weekdays we have sessions, trainings, so many things. And then basically based on your budget, this is step number three. Based on your budget, if you want, you can just start with one company, right? You can start with some company, good company like Take Profit Trader, or you start with Tradify, which are very good with the payouts, right? Generally, they don't uh, have any rejections in the payouts. If as long as you follow their rules, they'll make the payouts. So once you make some money with one company, you can go to another company. Or you, instead of getting all 10, 20 accounts from one company, you get two, three accounts from Take Profit Trader, two, three from Tradify, two, three from Bullnox, two, three from a light trader. So that suddenly if Apex says that, oh, you are doing some not using proper risk management, you are not doing this, but minimum your time and effort is not wasted, right? Because you are spending on five different companies, other three, four will pay you, even if one company doesn't pay you. So based on your budget, you can take as many accounts as that company, right? For example, Apex allows up to 20 stage two accounts. Take Profit Trader allows only five stage two accounts, right? In stage one, whatever you want, you can buy, but only they will allow up to five at a time. The same way, Tradify allows five. Bullnox allows three at a time. Allied Trader allows 20 at a time. Apex allows 20 at a time. So based on your budget, you can start slow. Once you get confidence, you can increase more and more, and you can scale up your income. So take profit trader. The major advantage is once you complete the evaluation and once you make some buffer amount, then every day you can go and request the payouts. So I'll show you some members who are every day going and requesting 4,000, $5,000, $10,000 like that. So that is the major advantage with take profit trader. You don't need to wait for 2 weeks to request a payout, and there is no consistency rule. Suddenly, let us say Trump is announcing there are no tariffs on chips or on certain products. Suddenly, today evening NQES, everything may start going up, right? So then you have a great day. Then you can make all $10,000 in each account. If you have five accounts, make 10, 10, 10, 10, $50,000. At the end of the day, you go and request for a withdrawal of that $50,000. Whereas with other companies, there is something called as a consistency rule. You have to trade for 10 days, right, for 2 weeks before requesting a payout. You cannot make 10,000 today, and you cannot make 500 tomorrow. If you make 10,000 today, tomorrow also you have to make something around that, right, within 10%, 20% here and there. But you should, so you cannot take advantage of such type of things, right? Every day you have to stop at 5, right? If you think on average you can make 500, even though it is a very great day or there is a major bad news, even though it is market is dropping, you have to stop trading at $500, and then you have to stop, so that because tomorrow also it is easy to make 500, but every day you cannot make 5,000 or 10,000. So with companies like Li Trader Fund, Apex, and a lot of other companies, you have a consistency rule. That means you have to be consistent with your profits. Whereas with take profit trader, you don't have any such consistency rule. Only in the evaluation, you have to make 50% maximum a day. But once you move into stage two, you don't have any consistency rule. Whatever you can, you can make that much. That is the major advantage with take profit trader. Then there are companies like Li Trader Fund. They are good for practice purpose, and also if you can stop at, right, every day evening we'll go and take some trades, make some 300, $400. That's it. Don't try to make lot of money or lot of don't do over trading in these companies where there is a consistency rule in the stage two. That means every day you have to make some 400, 500, and then stop. Don't use those accounts anymore, right? All these Tradify also, you can directly go to stage two, but they are little expensive if you have to directly go to stage two. Once you go to stage two, there is a consistency rule. You have to follow that. So, except to take profit trader, most of these companies have a consistency rule. So, for all these companies, you can use evening time, take some trades, make some 400, 500 every day, 8 to 9 p.m. On most of the days, we make 400 to $500 easily. I'll explain you that approach also, how to do that in the evening, how to do in the morning. I'll explain all those things. So Bullnox also same thing. They have consistency rule. Tick Tick Trader, Puridia, they don't have any consistency. Apex, they have consistency rule. Day traders like this, there are different companies, right? There are so many companies, but those are some top companies which are giving some offers. Then this is step four. So step one, getting a trading view account. Step two, getting the subscription to our softwares. Step three, buying some of these prop firm accounts. Step four is you buy this Replicanto software, which generally cost around $199 for a lifetime license. So that when you take a trade in one account, it can copy to all the other accounts of the same prop firm, or it can copy to other accounts of all different prop firms. That is the advantage. So you can use the scalability feature. You are not just right. If you want, you can only trade one. Then you don't need this, right? If you are only taking one account of one company, you don't want to scale up, then you don't need the Replicanto software. But at the same time, when you are taking a trade, you want to copy it into 5 accounts, 10 accounts, then the software is helpful. So when we buy as a bulk, we get a discounted price, so which is around $100. So if for our premium members, right, if you are already getting our indicators or something, because we have more than 550, 580 members, every week we have some 10, 20 members joining. So we help them to get a discounted price. So instead of paying 200, you get for $100 for lifetime license for the Replicanto. So like this, right? Once you complete all these steps, step one to step four, right? All this takes less than 15 minutes, right? To buy the trading view access, to get the indicators access, to get the some buying some prop from accounts and getting the Replicanto. All this is 15 to 30 minutes job. Whenever market is off, you complete all these steps. Then how to make money every day, right? How to so again, as I explained, there are two different ways. One is how to make money in these accounts, how to scale up, how to replicate. I'll explain two different ways. So one approach, what we do is, so let's take, I hope everyone can see the screen. So as I mentioned, there are different tickers like silver, copper, gold, crude oil, Nasdaq, ES, S&P 500, Dow Jones, heating oil, Nikkei, futures, Russell, natural gas. These are some of the most tickers which will have good volume. So there are indicators called, we have one indicator called E8 and T88. So one thing you can do is, right? For example, if you want to make, you are a busy professional, you cannot do quick scalping or something. Then what you need to do is you wait for a buy signal on T8, right? It gives you very limited opportunities, right? Whenever you get a buy signal, you also see T88 is also giving that there is a huge momentum. You see a blue bar, then you can hold the trade. You right, you can keep some $500 stop loss or something, 500 or right, $600 stop loss, and you can put $1,000 target. So then generally there will be a huge move, right? Which or let us go to copper. So if you have 150K, 200K, 250K, 300K accounts, you got a T8 strong buy signal, you got a nice bullish momentum, then it will keep going throughout the day, right? Let's look at Nasdaq NQ. Right? Not only that, whenever you get these signals, you can also buy stocks, you can buy options, right? You got a strong buy, right? And you got a nice bullish momentum here. Whenever you get a buy and you have a nice bullish momentum, then it moved huge. So like that, you can use it for anything, right? Let us go and check for some stocks, MSTX or any stock, right? Whichever you want, you can tell me. And so you got a strong buy. At the same time, you got a nice blue color, right? Whenever, if anybody want to put some tickers, you can put it so that, right? I don't want you to feel that, oh, I'm showing some where it only worked fine. You got a strong buy, and also there is a nice bullish momentum. Immediately, you can buy the stock, you can buy option calls, then that moved huge that entire day. Okay, GC. Let's go to GC. Let's go to GC. You got a strong buy here, right? At the same time, you got a nice bullish ticker, bullish momentum. Then GC went all the way up. So this T8 will also give you, right? Again, you got a strong buy, right? You see a nice bullish here. Again, we use 5 minutes time frame during US hours for this ticker, right? For this strategy. So T8 and T88 strategy, where whenever you get a buy signal, strong buy signal from T8, you look whether T88 is also giving a blue, or sometimes, right, we may also get a sell signal, right? Let us take some example like TXN. It will not give too many buys or sells. It will give you very limited, but whenever it gives, it can make huge profits. So again, right, whenever you also get a buy signal, one thing we also need to see is whether the candle is bullish or not, right? Here it is not a bullish candle. So let's look at, and also we look at that generally we do during only US hours. This strategy will work best in the US hours. So here you got a sell signal. You got a orange bar here. Then again it dropped a huge during US hours. So this strategy mainly works during a US time frame, US hours. Uh, MCHP. Okay, so here at 8:30, right after market hours, we got a buy signal. This is also buy. So it is a nice, right? It is not just a, you have, it is not 100% bullish, but little better. So yeah, it moved up and it can move much higher. So if you see 1 hour, yeah, there is a possibility for going until $43. So yeah, I'll explain how to use all those things. But yeah, so the first strategy which we use is whenever you have anything, it can be ES, YM, whatever it is, you go to 5 minutes, you can go and set alert, right? If you want, you can also set alert on buy sell also. But this strong buy, strong sell is the best one. You set the alert. Whenever you receive the alert, you go and check whether you have the similar in the T88. So this will not work for small accounts like 50K account. This is very good for personal accounts or good with prop firms where you have more than 150K. Because sometimes there can be some drops and again it will keep going up, right? For example, here, sorry, here you got a strong buy. Here you got a blue. It went up, small drop, went up, small drop, went up, small drop, again went up. So it keep going up. So still silver is very, very bullish. So you can hold the trade for huge profits. Mm, So again, this is at around 2 o'clock, right? You should ignore the signals which happens in Europe or Asia time frame. This is mainly only for US time frame. So if you see any signal, because there the volatility will not be much. So it will be very choppy during those hours. So you should not use 5 minutes during the early morning hours or midnight hours. So you should not take any trades during that. But in US time frame, if you get a buy signal and if you see a nice blue candle, then there will be a huge move up. Or you get a sell signal and you get a orange candle, there will be a huge drop. Right? Let's go to Nvidia. Right? This will not give too many buys or too many sells like other indicators. But whenever it gives, 90% of the time they will make huge profits. So here you got a right. This is around 11 o'clock, right? During US market hours. You got a strong buy, right? And you got a blue. So Nvidia on Friday, it made a huge move. Or actually it is on Thursday. It made a nice move. It went all the way up. So you can do calls, you can buy the stock, you can do bull put spreads, whatever you want. Again, this happened before market. You should ignore anything before market open. You should ignore those signals. Right? This happened around 3 o'clock. You should ignore. So anything between 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central, we use this strong buy or strong sell, and you can hold the trade for either entire day, or you can just open price pulse and you see okay where the sell orders are until your price pulse is blue, or until you see some big sell order block, you can keep holding the trade. So that is the T8 T88 strategy which we use during US market hours for big gains. Whether you can use it in the personal account or you can use it in the prop firms where you have big accounts like 150 to because if you have 50K account, even a small, right, and also there should be end of the day drawdown accounts. If you have intraday accounts, what happens? You will make some nice profit. Suddenly, if there is a pullback, it will impact the trial stop loss. So that's why better end of the day drawdown accounts and big size 150, 250, 300K accounts. This T8, T88 strategy will work very well. So that is one strategy, right? The other strategy which we use in the evening time, what we do is in the evening time we use 2 minutes time frame. So again, you have recordings for everything, right? We do live session recordings, and we use if you want to trade in the low risk environment without taking much risk, what we do is we use let me close T88, open P5. So what we do in the evening time or in the morning time before right, the first strategy which I explained is for US hours when market is open, when there is lot of volume. This strategy is mainly during non-US hours where there is not much volume. So we have to use a smaller time frame. And then what we do is we look for this type of pattern where you have a nice gap between green and white, or you look for a pattern where there is a nice gap between red and white. So out of these tickers, minimum two or three will be like this. There might be some tickers which are very choppy. You ignore such type of tickers. Whenever you have this type of pattern, then we can just go and right, if you see a green, that means buyers are in control. You can keep taking buy signal whenever, right? All you need is whenever you see this gap, whenever price comes close to this T5 line, you buy. Whenever this goes away, sell. Again, it will come back. Again, you do a buy. Again, it will go out. So whenever price goes away from the line, you take profit. Whenever you see some red candles and again you see a green candle, again you go long. Again, it will go up, right? Whenever it goes away, you take the profit. Again, it comes down, right? There will be some multiple red candles. Again, you will see a green candle. again you go long. So as long as it goes all the way till the top, you can keep doing it. You can easily make 400, 500, $600 every day. So one strategy is where you can make 1000, $1,500 during US hours. You take the trade, you hold the trade with a 500, 600 stop loss with a 1000, 1500 target. You can just hold the trade for long time. This is during non-US hours, right? Between 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central. Every day you can come, use the T5 strategy along with price pulse or T3. We can use any indicator. For example, if you have T3, we need to look for a ticker which has this type of pattern. And then, for example, if it is like this, right, that means it is dropping. It went all the way to the top, it is dropping now. So whenever you get a T3 cell, you take a shot. You got a T3 cell, take a shot. Whenever you get a buy, you ignore it. Again, you got a T3 cell, you take a shot. Again, you got a T3 cell, you take a shot. So just you can keep doing taking the short signals. So in the same way, if price is going up, right, let us say you see a nice pattern where it is going up or going, let's go to copper. Right here, there is a nice gap. Now you got a T3 buy, you go long. Again, price went away, you take profit. You got a red signal, you got a green, again green. You can again go long, or you wait for a T3 buy, you got a T3 buy, again you go long until price goes all the way to the top. You can keep doing it. So it is very, very low risk strategy in the evening hours where you see a nice gap between your white and green lines and you keep on taking the buy signals. Or if it is red and white, then you keep on taking the sell signals. So easily, right, when for your evaluation, you can use morning time and make profit. You can take little more risk, right? For evaluation, one is you can use the events where we have 90-95% success with the correct prediction. You take in the evaluation, you in the for the events, just spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you complete your stage one. Then every day evening, now you got 5 accounts, 10 accounts. Every day evening you can come and right, join the live sessions, or once you learn the approach you can do by yourself. You don't need me, right? You can just go to 2 minutes, and then whenever you see the right out of this 10 15 right, there are 40 50 tickets, but they will have little less volume. These will have good volume. So you can go to any of these tickers, look for this type of pattern where you have gap between green and white or red and white. If it is green and white, you keep taking buy signals. If it is red and white, you keep taking sell signals until they both come close to each other. Right? That is very, very easy approach. You can easily make $400-500 in each account. If you have 3 4 5 pro accounts, then that is $2,500 a day. Right? You don't need to worry about anything else. Right? You are not risking your own money. And once you gain confidence with one company, now you can repeat the same thing with 10 companies, right? Not with 5 accounts, now you can do with 10 accounts, then you can do with 15, then you do with 20. So that is the major advantage, right? With the prop firms, where so one approach is the TA strategy for longer trades. This one is mainly for quick scalping, 2 minutes in the evening time. Use this approach. So again, you can go and watch YouTube, all the live session recordings where every day we are making 400, 500, $600 within 30 minutes, 1 hour. You don't even need more than 1 hour. Between 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., we are going, looking at one of the tickers. We are quickly making some profits and we are closing the session on most of the days. So that's how, right? Once you watch me for taking the trades, then you are 100% on your own, right? If you get up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., you can take the trades by yourself in 1 minute or 2 minute time frame. If you are staying right for Europe time frame, or you are in India, you want to take trades during Europe time frame, You can, right? So you don't need to wait for alerts or something. You can do whenever you want. And so, yeah, that is the approach. So you have total three approaches I explained now. One is we use the events, right? Every week we have minimum two events on average, generally on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 a.m. Central. You can join the live sessions and you can complete the uh, uh, entire target within one day. Instead of making 400, 500, 400, 500 every day, you can use that event and complete the target. So the second thing is use the T8 during US hours, not during non-US hours, because non-US hours volume will be very, very less. Suddenly it gives a big candle and again it drops. So you should not use T8 strategy during non-US hours, only during US hours. Whenever T8 gives a strong buy and T8 also gives a nice blue bar, that's where we go long. Whenever it gives a sell signal and you see a orange bar, that's where we go short. Or you can always look at, okay, what is the trend? Okay, trend is bullish. So only take the buy signals. If trend is completely bearish, it is looking all red in all different time frames, then only look at the sell signals. Like that also, you can, for minimal risk, you can follow what is the overall trend and you can take the trades based on the trend. So yeah, that is your uh, approach one, events. Approach two, T88. Approach three, you can use T3 along with T5. Then we have another approach, which is our price pulse magic pattern. That approach also most of you already know, so I'm not repeating that again. But yeah, whenever price pulse gives a buy signal or sell signal, right? So you have uh, right. For example, price pulse gave a buy signal. Now this is green. Then you can go long. Then you can, right? Overall trend is looking bullish for gold and copper, silver. Then you go long and hold the position until you see a price pulse sell. So because trend is very bullish, we can ignore the sell signals because the sell may be only for small time, right? If you don't want to take any risk, you can ignore the sell opportunities. Only wait for the next buy opportunity. Again, you got a buy. Again, this is green. Again, it went all the way up. So like that, you can use the price pulse approach. So like this, these are different approaches you can use. The other thing you can do is, right? Again, as I mentioned, whenever market drops, that's a good opportunity, right? Let us look at some tickers which can move very well in the coming week or tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So let's look at some tickers and you can tell me like what can be the potential target for those ones. Then do you think MSTR is bullish? Is the trend bullish for MSTR? Yeah, T5, T55 price pulse, they are still good. So by looking at this, do you think MSTR is looking good for tomorrow? So your price pulse is looking bullish. Your T3 is looking bullish. If I go and MTF, right? 1 minute, 5 minute is buy, 15 minutes is buy, 30 minutes is buy. So now you can tell me what do you think MSTR can go till? Right? The trend is completely bullish. Tomorrow, what can be the potential target? Right? right, approximately, right, around 301, 302, or right, it is in a consolidation, right, it is in a box. So it came to the bottom of the box and you got a buy signal. That means it can go all the way to around 302. 302 is possible tomorrow morning. Let us look at something like, okay, let's go to SAN. So again, right, you have a multi-time frame analysis, right? It is looking 1 minute by, 5 minutes by, 15 minutes by, 30 minutes by. Your momentum is bullish, your trend strength is bullish, your trend is bullish. So where do you think, right? So price will not never go in one direction. Whether it is bullish ticker or bearish ticker, always it will go up. There will be a pullback. It will go up. There will be a pullback. So what will be the next, right? Next target. So where are the major sellers? So you have sellers around 6.62. So how many sellers are here? Approximately 29,000. There are 40,000. So there is a high possibility for minimum 6.66 on SAN tomorrow. Right? Or let us go to crowd. The crowd is 1 minute by, 5 by, 15 by, 30 minutes by. That means it is very bullish. So your sellers, some sell orders are around 387 and 389. So there is a high possibility for crowd to go to around 380, right? First, it should break this. There is a high possibility for it to break this tomorrow. Once it breaks it, it can go to 387. In the same way, yeah, let's look at some chip stocks, right? Because there is a positive news, we may see a nice move up on most of the chip stocks. So overall trend is bullish, right? 1 minute you can ignore because there might be a small pullback and again it can start going up. 5, 15, 30 minutes, everything is bullish. So if I look at my T8, T8 will tell me what is the next target, right? That is my next resistance, 21.4. If it breaks 21.4, it will go to 22. If it also breaks these two resistances, then my next target is, it can go much higher. But yeah, for now, this STM, which is one of the semiconductor stock ETF, it can go all the way to 21.36. If it breaks that, then it can go. Let's look at SOXL. Right, 1 minute is buy, 5 buy, 15 buy, 30 minutes is buy. So my minimum target is 10.5. If it breaks that, my next resistance is somewhere here at 11.2. So it can go till 11.2. If it breaks 11.2, or it will go there, then there will be a pullback. Next time it will break this resistance, go till 11.7. If it also breaks that, then $17, right? If it breaks this resistance, $11.8, $17 is the next. But again, it won't directly go. It will go up, come down, go up, come down. Next time it will go all the way till $17. So it was right last week I explained it was at $7. It already moved to 10.25. Maybe this week we may see minimum $11.5 tomorrow morning. Let's look at Nvidia. Okay, 1, 5, 15, 30 minutes, everything is bullish. So our minimum target is 111.5. And most probably like last time it tried to break, but it was not able to break it. It came down. This time if it breaks that, tomorrow our minimum target is 115 or 114.3. If it breaks 114, then yeah, then it can go much higher if it breaks this $115 resistance. So yeah, our first target is take profits around this time, right? Around this range. So right again, you got a strong buy. So if I go and open the 88, So you got a nice green candle, you got a strong buy, and you can see a nice blue bar. Then there was a huge move. So tomorrow we may see much bigger move. We can see all the way until $115. So now when your multi-time frame analysis is giving all bullish, then you only look for buy opportunities. You only take the buy signals. The same way if you're silver, right? 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15, 30, everything is looking bullish. So what is your next target for silver? Silver, silver can go much higher. Right, if I go and check price pulse around 32.5, right? Again, it is the same thing, right? Price will never go one direction. It came down, it went up, small pullback. Again, it is going up. So 32.5, 32.6, it will go touch the trend line resistance. Again, do a pullback. Again, go further up. But yeah, silver is also looking very, very bullish. Maybe 33.4 is possible this week. So only look for buy whenever you get a buy opportunity, whether it is price pulse buy, T8 buy, T3 buy, only look for buy opportunities now because your multi-time frame analysis is telling it is very, very bullish. If you see something very red, completely red, right, let us go and check some stock which is very bearish. For example, A1, 5, 15. If all four are bearish, that is much better opportunity. UVXY 1, 5, 15, 30, all are bearish. Right? There is a nice gap between both. So there is a high possibility for UVXY to drop all the way to 34.75 tomorrow. We'll see a nice bounce on ES and Q, and UVXY will drop to 34.75. So we can buy the puts tomorrow morning in case if it is still around this price, it will come all the way down to 34.75. So because that is where you have buyers again. You can see buyers, that is the previous day low. So that will act as a support. So whenever something is completely red, you look for the sell opportunities or you look for the put opportunities. Whenever something is very green, right? Let us look at Spotify. Spotify is looking bearish. So Spotify can drop all the way to $512. 512 is the potential target for Spotify. Your 1, 5, 15, 30, everything is bearish. So until there is a liquidity, it will keep dropping. It might go a little bit up, but again drop. Go a little bit up, drop. Go a little bit up, drop. Finally, it will come here where there is a huge liquidity, where there are a lot of buy orders. That is where price will again bounce back. So now if I go and get T8, before 8:15, it gave us. But again, we look at the trend. If it gave a buy also, we don't take it. If the multi-time frame analysis is telling sell signal, we'll only look for the sell opportunities. SMCI, your 1, 5, 15 are looking green here. Money flow is looking green. So tomorrow SMCI 34.5 is our minimum target. If it breaks 34.5, it can go all the way to $37. So this is your target one. Then this is your target two. So like this, when you have tools with you, you have right. You can trade based on your timings, based on your risk. risk profile, all those things. So NKD is also looking very bullish. So there is a nice gap here. So today when market opens, NKD can move huge, right? 35,305 is the target. So until that time, you only look for the buy opportunities. So this is your key level. You can mark, right? Target NKD. So now, even if you go to 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, only look for buy opportunities until it goes and hits this target. Only look for buy. For RTY is also very bullish. So this is your target one. If it breaks 1881, then 1940 is the next target. There can be a huge bounce on RTY. But yeah, first is you will wait for this target. Once it breaks this, then there is a huge range. It can go all the way to the top. There is a huge potential. The same way, yes, 1, 5, 15, 30 minutes all are looking bullish. So your next target for ES is 54.84. Today evening, when market opens, we'll look for this 54.84 target. If it breaks it, then the next target is 55.10. That is the second target. Again, it will go there, drop, and again go up to 55. Tomorrow morning, we may see 55.14. If it breaks that, then it can go much further high. NQ is completely bullish. So if the higher time frames are looking very bullish, then there is a high possibility for it to go further high. So this is our for NQ. Your next target is 18,966. Once it breaks 18,966, this is your next target 19,340. That is the but it will go here. There will be some sell orders here. It will come down and again next time it will go break this and go all the way to the top. It won't directly go from here to here unless when market opens, let us say if there is a gap up, then it can go all the way here. But if it is still here when market opens, it will go till 966. There will be a drop and then there it can go much further high. And because already it went so much high, there can be some small pullback and again go much. Yeah. So like that, whether whatever stock it is, right? First thing is you look what is the multi-time frame. Is it bullish or is it bearish? If it is bullish, it can go till the next resistance. If it is bearish, it will drop to the next support. If it is bearish, then it will come all the way to 18,300. But if they, yeah, as of now, it is looking will reach 18,967 today evening. Yeah, you need if you have T8 indicator, you can see the resistance levels. Right, yeah, because you generally look in the higher time frame, you see the key levels, right? If we want to trade in 5 minutes or 3 minutes or 2 minutes, you go to 15 minutes and plot your key levels, right? This is your support. So today evening, if price comes to this range, 18,764, you can confidently buy. Or if it goes all the way here, don't short it, but you can take profits on your long position. If you have any long positions open, you take profits here. Right? Don't short it because there might be a possibility it may come a little bit down and break out and go all the way up. Don't short, but this is where you can book the profits. Let us say again it will come down and again it breaks it. Then again you can go long. Otherwise, if it comes all the way here, you can enter long position here. So this is the support, this is the resistance. So you are because in your smaller time frames, those support and resistance are not very strong. So you always go to little bit higher time frame. You mark where your key support and resistance are. That is where generally the you will have the sell orders sitting there. So if you are trading in 1, 2, 3, 5, go to 15 minutes. If you are trading in 5 minutes, 15 minutes, go to 1 hour and mark your right. If you are a swing trader trading in your personal accounts, then better you, if you are using 5 minutes, 15 minutes, go to 1 hour and mark your levels. Right, in 1 hour, wherever there is a support, wherever there is a resistance, that is where you have to enter, that is where you have to exit. If you are trading in a smaller time frame, right, you are doing for prop firm trading, or you are doing day trading, scalping, you don't want to hold for overnight positions, then if you are trading in 1, 2, 3, 5, look for the key levels in 15 minutes. If you are swing trading, look for the key levels in one. You are an investor, you are trading for, right, you want to trade in your 401k account, then you use 1 hour or 4 hours, look for the key levels in daily. See where my daily support is here, right? Check, okay, my daily support is here. This is right, 79,761 is my support, and my resistance is 20,400. That means you can hold your trade for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months. It may reach this 20,400. It came all the way down. Now it started bouncing. It is above the support level, right? This is your resistance level. It can go all the way 500, 600 points, maybe today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. But you are watching your levels in a higher. If you are looking for long-term investing, you look for in a higher time frame. If you are looking for same day trades, you look in the lower time frames. But always, if you want to trade in 2, 3, 5, go to 15 minutes and mark your levels. If you want to trade in 15 minutes or 30 minutes, go to 1 hour and mark your levels. If you want to trade in 4 hours daily, 4 hours, go to daily and mark your levels. And try to take the trades at those levels. So your risk is minimal and you can make huge profits. Right? You are not taking trade somewhere in between. Either you are taking at a support or you are taking at a resistance. Then if the ticker is looking bullish, you take the trades close to support level. If the ticker is bearish, you try to take trades close to the resistance level. In that way, your risk will be very, very minimal and you can make huge profits. So one is understanding what is the high level, right? You are not just looking at 5 minutes, 5 minutes trend or 3 minutes trend. You are looking at overall. You are doing a multi-time frame analysis. Okay, in 1 minute it is bullish, 5 bullish, 15 bullish, 30 bullish. So that means there is a high possibility for it to go further high. So if it is going further high, what is my possible target? Where I can take the profit? That is the most complex situation, right? Most of the retail traders, they book profits very quickly, whereas losses we hold for long time. So now, if I am taking a long position, this is my stop loss. This is my target. If it moves up 300, 400 points, that is nearly $8,000. If it goes down, maybe 200 points, stop loss. 400 points is my target. Because the trend is bullish, there is a very high possibility for it to go all the way till 19,000, minimum 19,200 today evening. That will be my resistance. So again, right, I summarize one more time. So one thing is you can use T8, T88 strategy during US time frame, right? Tomorrow I'll do live demo with the stocks, options, futures. You can see it, how nicely it is working. Second thing is you can use T3 and T5 strategy in the evening time with a 2 minute time frame. T8 and T88 with 5 minute strategy only during US time frame. Then during the events, you can easily complete the evaluation to performance accounts. In addition to all those things, the other one, right, as I told you, right, there are a lot of stocks which are at discount. TQQ, SYXL. Again, there is a lot of volatility. Still, the China-US war tension is going on. But if you are looking for long-term investment, you can do it, right? If you are more of a day trader, swing trader, you are looking for quick profits, also you can do. But again, the news can suddenly we may see some news, but if you are a long term, then definitely these are very good, all right? Last week SOXL $7, now it is $11. So yeah, because those chip stocks will never go down, right? They will not become zero. If all chip stocks goes up, your SOXL and SMH, right? If you look at SMH, 1, 3, 1, 5, 15, 30, everything is bullish. So your minimum target is 202. If it breaks that, it can go much high, right? 212 is the next target. Most probably tomorrow you may see 212 to $13 on SMH. So now you know, okay, if it breaks this, this is your next, right? $10 on one stock without much risk. SMH is another ETF for your semiconductor stocks. So yeah, right. Again, if you're a long-term investor looking for some good opportunities, definitely yeah, there are some good opportunities. Then another one, right? Using our indicators, right? Last week I mentioned Delta Airlines will move up. That made a huge move. Nearly we are making 80-90% success with our earnings. These are different tickers which are going to report. Right? Let us look at some bank stocks, and you have to tell me what do you think. We have Citi, Bank of America. Let's go to Citi Group daily. So, what do you think with the Bank of America or Citi Group? Do you think it can bounce, or do you think it will drop? There is a high possibility for a bounce for Citi Group. So you can see JP Morgan, we got a strong buy. So this is your resistance, right? $65 is minimum target. You got a strong buy on T8. You started moving up. So either 65 is your first target. If it breaks that, 75 is the next target. Or like, let me close this one. So your 5, 15, 30, everything is bullish. If I go to price pulse, so what do you see here, right? There are big companies are dumping millions of dollars. They are buying huge. So there is a high possibility for price to go all the way till 65, 65 to $70 in the coming week. So here you see sellers want to take profits here. So our minimum target is it can come somewhere here. So there is a high potential. So if you see, right, with the current price, if big companies are buying, there is a high possibility for a bounce. So if you see my tickers for tomorrow, HDFC Bank is there. So what do you see here? Nearly 5 million stocks they are buying. So the minimum target is it can go all the way to, right? It is reporting on 17th. So the minimum target for HDFC Bank is around 71, $72. So we can see a nice bounce. Then we have SAN Bank, Santander Bank. There are not too many buy orders. There are some sell orders around 7.2. Yeah, Santander is also looking bullish. Then Dutch Bank is reporting after 2 weeks, but you can see there are nearly 3 million buy order blocks. MTF is looking completely bullish. There is a high possibility for a bounce to around $25. Dutch Bank can go all the way to 25, or your trend line resistance 25, 26, 27. Yeah, $25 is possible in Dutch Bank. So like that, all we need to do is look at confluence from different right. Your MTF is telling bullish. Okay, then I look at price pulse. I see that it came to EMA 200, started bouncing, and then I see sellers are somewhere here at $14.5. So BBVA also is looking bullish. And if I go to E8, we see there is a strong support here. There is a strong resistance at 14.6. There is a high possibility for price to bounce all the way to 14.6 in coming days. So Geo, there is a resistance here, 29.4. So if I go to price pulse, we see there are a lot of buy orders here. If it is close to trend line resistance, so a little risky to go long on this. SYXL, SYXL came all the way to the bottom. If I see my price pulse, that is telling 60 million, 47 million, 68 million. So a lot of companies are trying to take it all the way up. So yeah, as I said, our first target is, again, daily means it will go to 20, but it will not be within 1 or 2 days. 1515 is bullish. You can go to 15 minutes to see what is the immediate next target. Right? Your immediate first target is 10.5. Second target is 11.2. Or you are okay to hold for 4 or 5 days, then use 1 hour time frame. If you go to 1 hour time frame, it went all the way up, small bounce. So 10.87 is your immediate target. Tomorrow we may see 10.87. If it breaks 10.87, then the next target is 15.2. So whenever it touches it, there will be a small pullback, and again it will try to do a big bounce. So like that, you can use. So yeah, right. These are the even market is very volatile. We made nearly 85% in the last week also with earnings. So these are all so many companies reporting. So right, I explained you. One is without using your money, how to take the trades. What are the different strategies we can use? That is the first topic. The second topic I explained. If you have money or if you have 401k IRAs, then there are some good pickers, good ETFs where you can use the indicators, buy them, and how you can make some nice long-term gains. The third one is how to use the indicators, how to estimate whether it will go up or go down using your price pulse T8. You can use a confluence. You are not right. We should never depend on one indicator. When you look at a confluence between two, three indicators, you get an again, nothing is 100%, but minimum 80-85% of the time we can take a right prediction. Within overnight, you can make 50%, 100% next day morning. So that is the advantage. So you don't need to worry about volatility or anything. You can take the trade and we can make some nice profits in the morning, right? If market close, before market close, you take a trade. When market opens, you close and book the profits. You don't need to worry about what will Trump will do, China will do, all those things. Again, I looked at different stocks which are right. For example, I looked at stocks which are completely looking bullish. HTB is looking very bullish. Crowd is looking bullish. ADPT is looking bullish. So most of those stocks which are looking bullish for tomorrow, I identified and I kept them. So tomorrow, whenever there is a pullback, right, price will never go in one direction. It will go up, come down, and again go up. Right, that is the whatever time frame it is, whether it is 1 minute time frame, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour. Price will always go up, come back, go up, come back, go up, come back. It will keep coming to your T5 line or price pulse line and keep going until the resistance. Right? This is your $14 is the resistance. So until $14, it will go up, come little bit down, go 3 4 candles up, come 1 2 candles down, 3 4 candles up. Right? It will create higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So as I said, HTB, then it broke. It is above the support. It can make another $5 10 move. Dutch Bank can go all the way till 24.38 or minimum $24 target. Again, you can watch the last week video where I mentioned how Delta Airlines will go up. Right, it moved at nearly 25% up last week post earnings. So you can see all these things, right? You can watch for confirmation and then you will get the confidence. So most of these banks will report good. Dutch Bank, HDB. Tomorrow there might be some positive news for all the banks. And then CVS is also looking good. Right, 5, 15, 30, everything is bullish. Tomorrow CVS is looking for 71.60. Tomorrow or day after, we may see it until 71.5. You can see a $2 move on CVS. ICICI Bank is also looking good. It made a huge move, pull back. If it breaks this 31.40, which is very much possible, then it can go another $2 3 up. So as of now, we can see there is a nice gap. So there is a high possibility for it to go another $1 2. Uber is also looking good. Right, everything is bullish. So 73.50. Tomorrow we'll see 73.50 on Uber. CVLH is also looking good. 5, 15, 30 minutes, everything is bullish. It went all the way up, did a small pullback, touched the T5 line. It can go all the way till 38.20. That is the next target. If it breaks that, then it can go much higher. But yeah, as of now, it looks 38.2 is the. So again, right, you go to price pulse. You go and see you have a nearly 695 sell order. So it will go grab that liquidity and drop again. So that's how when you have a confluence between multiple indicators, your success will be much more high. Here it is telling the same thing. It will go till this point and come down. Then if I go and look at price pull, that is also telling the same thing. This is where it will come, right? All the wherever liquidity is there, price will go take those orders. And again, if there are some buy orders at the bottom, it will come and grab. So whenever it goes here, and if we see some red candles, we can buy the puts. 1 5 15 everything is bullish. If I go to T8, 5.43 is the target price pulse. By looking at this, it can go all the way to $6. MPW tomorrow, day after, we'll see $6, 6.1. So it will break this resistance. This is where you have the next resistance. So it will break this resistance tomorrow. Because there are a lot of buyers, there is a lot of gap. It can go all the way to the top. So it just started, it just became bullish. So there is a huge possibility for MPW. Came all the way down, started going up. Now this is target one. It will go here, do a small pullback, and then it will break this resistance and go till here, small pullback, go here, small pullback, and finally it will reach this 6.05. Yep, that's it, everyone. So if we use a proper systematic approach, we can there is right, especially with the prop firms, you can without risking your own money, you can take the trades and you can confidently win. Only thing is you need to look at. So this is important. You understand, okay, if I go here, whenever you want to take the trades, first thing is you look, okay, what is the right? Either you can look this or you look this, okay, my direction, my momentum is bullish, volume is bullish. Like that, you see 1, 3, 5, 15, it is bullish. So only look for buy signals. If so, whichever ticker you are buying or doing, so that is where sometimes we make mistakes where we don't understand what is the higher time frame, right? Don't only look at whatever. If you are looking 5 minutes, don't only look at 5 minutes, right? When you want to plan for something, you will plan and you will look at different things in the same way. Here also, whenever you are right, if silver, you get a sell signal, but if the trend is bullish, volume, momentum is bullish, 1, 3, 5, 15, 30 minutes, 1 hour, everything is bullish, mainly focus on the buy signals, right? If you get a sell, you ignore it. Don't take a trade. When the trend is bullish, only look for the buy opportunities. When the trend is bearish, only look for the sell opportunities. So by looking at this one or by looking at this one, you will understand that, okay, what is the overall trend? Be on the trend, then even though there might be a small pullback, it will go all the way up, right? It may drop little bit, even though you have 200, $300 stop loss or 300, 400 drawdown, suddenly it will bounce back because when you are, so as I mentioned, right, one thing you need to understand is if it is in 5 minutes it went all the way up, that means in 1 minute it went all the way to the premium zone. In 5 minutes you feel like, oh, it just went one candle up, but in 5 minutes, in 1 minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles went up, right? So this is 5 minutes candle, that means five 1 minute candles. This is 5 minutes candle, that means another five 1 minute. That means 10 candles, they went all the way from discount to premium. So now there is a pullback, right? From premium it will come all the way to the discount in 1 minute. In the same way, in 1 hour it might went all the way up, that will come back. So that means in that 5 minutes you are at a premium, you are coming to discount and again it will go up. So if 1 hour is bullish, better you, or 30 minutes is bullish, that drop is only for limited time, but your bounce can be for longer time. So better you stay, you look at higher time frames, and then you stay in the trend. Ignore the sell signals and only look for the buy signals. If you are taking trades in 1 minute, if 5 minutes is bullish, you only look for buy signals in 1 minute. If 5 minutes is looking bearish, you only take the sell signals in 1 minute. So if your overall trend is looking bullish, only look for buy opportunity. It's okay. You can miss few opportunities. They will be only for limited time. Suddenly it will drop and suddenly you'll see a big bounce. So if you try to grab these opportunities, suddenly there will be a bounce. By the time you take sell, already you might be somewhere here. Suddenly you take a sell, immediately it will start going up and you will hold the trade thinking that, oh, it may drop, it may drop. It will keep on going up and hit the stop loss. So that's why better, right? Always look at what is the trend, what is the overall trend, right? Whether this table will give you, or this one will give you, or this one will tell you, right? Whichever you like, or you can see all different views, then you can be confidently hold the trade, right? Whether it is T3, T33, top trend, whatever it is, the common concept is understand what is the overall trend in the market, what is the higher time frame trend. Doing that multi time frame analysis is very, very important. You are not, even though you are trading in one or two or five, understand what is happening in the higher time frame. In higher time frame, if it is bullish, then better you stay. If 15 minutes is bullish, always 3 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute, you stay in the bullish side. If 15 minutes is looking bearish, then only you look for sell signals in one or three or five, like that, right? If you are a long swing trader, you look like, okay, if 4 hours is bullish, then in 1 hour you take the buy trades. 4 hours is looking bearish. In 1 hour you take the sell trade, like that. So don't try to take both the opportunities, right? Unless you are very, very quick scalper or something, which better you avoid it, right? Sometimes even quick scalping also, one mistake will eat away all the profits. So better you look at the overall trend. And if you take trades based on the trend, you will be successful. You can hold the trade for a long time. You can make much bigger profits. Right? Yeah, that's it, everyone. So your T8, T8, T8 will help you to make big profits during US time frame. T3 and T5 strategy will help you during non-US time frame. And our events, you can easily complete stage one to stage two. You can use earnings. You can buy some good ETFs or good stocks for long term. So when you have indicators, you can use them for anything, for stocks, options, futures, cryptos, whatever you want, you can do it. All you need is some patience to understand and learn, right? Most of us are okay to spend years together in a job where we make 70K, 80K, right? You are ready to spend 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours. You are ready to spend 10, 15 years for education. But when it comes to trading, within 1 month, you want to make huge money. That is where most of the retail traders, without having patience, without having taking time to learn, understand, explore, they are okay to lose money in trading, but they don't want to take time to learn. They don't want to take time to use some proper tools. That is where the problem comes. That is where 99.5% of retail traders lose. Whereas big companies make money. So we are trying to follow the big companies. If big companies are buying, we want to buy with them. If big companies are selling, we want to sell with them. So yeah, that is where we can be successful like them. Right? So it's up to you, right? Whether you want to take time to learn and create a second income, or this can become your right? There are members making 5K, 10K per day. So this can become your primary job. Your company will not fire you. You can fire the company when you make such type of income. But all you need is that patience to learn, patience to practice, patience. Initially, you will watch, you will understand, but after few days, you will become independent. You have to just connect the dots. Okay, multi-time frame analysis, one major concept. Second thing, confluence between the indicators. Just don't go with if T5 is at the top, it doesn't mean it will start dropping, right? It can go up, right? Even though it may 91, it may go to 94, it may go to 95. So if the trend is looking bullish, it may come little bit down and again go up. It may come little bit down and again go up. Unless you see a major huge sell order block, uh, the reversal may not happen, right? The only there we may have pullbacks, but it may not be a major reversal, trend reversal. So yeah, that's it, everyone. Google, Microsoft. Yeah, Google and Microsoft are also looking good. Yeah, once you are a member, we provide onboarding and we provide help with setup everything. Yeah, okay, everyone. I think we already did more than 1.5 hour. I planned only for 1 hour. Yeah. Have a nice day, and we'll talk again during setup session. Have a nice rest of the day, everyone.